humans. I am your herald of the gods. Look at it. Come here and look. Ouch. But look at it. Now look at me. Welcome back to the Culture Gods channel with your boy Mike. Oh man, so I just came in here to give y'all a real quick update on the Hove situation. All right. So in the video that I did not too long ago, it's kind of like how everybody in the culture is doing right now, talking about this Jay-Z case. Just jump right to it, man. I woke up this morning and my timeline, bam. Immediately, the first thing that popped up was this NBC News interview with the accuser, this Jane Doe of this Jay-Z situation. She claimed at the time she was 13 years old. It was the year 2000. It was a VMA after party. She went to some mansion somewhere that had a U-shaped driveway. It was a white mansion. She went in there. She got drunk. She got woozy. And apparently she went to go lay down because she wasn't feeling good. And Diddy, Jay-Z, and an unnamed female, Diddy and Jay-Z basically raped her and SA'd her, and she's coming out now trying to file a civil suit. Well, basically Tony Busby is. Lots of shit has happened in the last 24, 48 hours, bro. First of all, I watched the whole interview. If you haven't watched it, check out NBC News, the interview. They just show her silhouette and you see her talking to the lady that's interviewing her. She claims she has a head injury and she has autism. Now, let me, again, preface this entire thing by saying, yo, I am not a victim blamer, never been that. I am a man and I have been in situations and seen situations with my own two eyes when I've been in situations, because I've never been accused of anything like this ever. But I've seen situations where higher ups in management or things like that, people get accused of all kinds of shit, typically by a woman who's trying to come up on some shit or because she just didn't get her way. All right. For the people who have actually been abused out there, you get help ASAP. Okay, go tell somebody, go tell the authorities, go to them. I don't care how old you are. If somebody has assaulted you, you go get help. Deal with the consequences of you not being out at a certain time or dressing a certain way or whatever it was that got you in the first place. If you were in the wrong, that comes first. Your health and your safety comes first. So with that being said, for anybody that has been a victim, my heart and my thoughts, my prayers, love and light to you. I hope that you're getting the healing that you ultimately deserve. And I hope that you do find peace in that. Okay. And therapy, man, it won't hurt, man. I'm telling you right now, I think everybody could use a little therapy in their life. With that being said, for everybody else who's lying and making up shit like we think this person is, this video is for you. So, she claims she had a head injury. She goes to the party and she claims that she ran into Benji Madden, one of the singers, lead singer in Good Charlotte. And at the time, she said she ran into him and talked about the tattoos he had on. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I have friends that are attorneys. I've seen this type of shit before. When somebody needs somebody to make up something in a case, what they'll do is they'll tell them to add certain details in the case to make it appear like this actually happened. The more details, little like off kind of details, like, oh, I talked to this specific person and they had this thing on them and we had to struck up a conversation about it. It makes it seem more believable. I've seen this tactic before. She claims that they talked about his tattoo and, you know, they struck up a conversation about it. Well, reps from Good Charlotte and Benji, the Madden family, basically said that Benji Madden was nowhere near the VMAs that night. They were actually on tour in the Midwest at that particular night around the Midwest. You can Google that for yourselves and check that out. I told you before, y'all, quick Google search extinguishes this entire flame, period. There's no smoke, and no, you say where there's smoke, there's fire. There ain't even no smoke. There ain't even a piece of ember that's being burnt, all right? There's that. All right. She claims she was dropped off 5 hours away from her hometown by a friend, which we still, nobody buys that shit. You're 13 and now you have a friend that can drive, that dropped you off at the VMAs and thought that was a good idea and then left your ass and drove back home another 5 hours. That's a hell of a trip. That's not a, hey, can you drop me off at the gas station right quick? Hey man, hey, could you drop me off at Walmart right quick? I need to grab some shit. This is a road trip. This is pack your shit, get some snacks. You pay for gas money, like to drive 5 hours to go to a bucket list VMAs, and you don't even got a ticket. You don't even know how to get in. Whoever was old enough to drive, I'm sure was smart enough to realize, yo, this seemed like an event that only celebrities, you got to get invited to get in. So that seems like a lie, but we move on. We move on. Their friend is dead, so we can't even talk to them. It's a mighty strange coincidence. Mighty strange. She claims she has autism from or some kind of head trauma from an injury that happened the night of or something like that, which puts into place the fact that there was also physical abuse to her at the night as well. Okay. Again, if this story is fake, which all signs are leading to that it is, that's why she, well, I'll tell you, I was gonna say that's why she said she doesn't remember everything clearly, but when NBC tried to reach out to her, I think the night afterwards, she doubled down and said, well, no, she admitted that there were inconsistencies in her story, basically. Lots of inconsistencies, but she still holds the stance that the shit actually happened. So basically she's saying that this actually happened and there's some inconsistencies, but this did happen. I'm telling y'all right now, I don't believe that it happened at all. I'm just gonna say it. Sorry. If your feelings are hurt by that, I don't know what to tell you. So all too many times I've seen women accuse men of doing things with false accusations. I've seen it. I'm not somebody that disbelieves or believes right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? I like to get to the bottom of it. That's where I stand on it. And I think where most people are too, where if there's facts, where there's facts typically lead to where the truth is. That's all I'm on. Now, if all the facts are lining up to the fact that they did some shit like this, then I'd be like, okay, it's a wrap. It might be a wrap for Hov. You know what I'm saying? They might be come knocking on his door soon, but it does not seem like that. But the biggest bombshell in all of this shit is she claims that her dad came up. She went to so after the night happened, somehow she got to a gas station and she made a phone call. Mind you, this is like middle of the night. Okay. She calls her dad and her dad comes and picks her up. So her dad got up out of his sleep is what I'm imagining. Now, mind you, this is 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it is. Got up in the middle of the night, came and drove 5 hours to pick up his 13-year-old daughter, who I picture is scantily clad or something like that. She claims she was naked, but I imagine like she probably just didn't have a whole lot of clothes on. And she said that they drove home in silence the whole time. He didn't ask any questions. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now. I have a daughter. If my daughter, well, first of all, then when they reached out to him, he said that he doesn't remember any of that at all. He said he does not remember. He's like, I had a whole lot of shit going on, but that's something I would absolutely remember. And I 100% agree with him. If my daughter calls me at whatever time, 12 o'clock noon, she's 5 hours away. She's 13 years old. First of all, why is my daughter 5 hours away at 13 years old and I didn't know about it? And I have to get up, grab my keys, put my shoes on and drive down to her. First of all, I'm spending 5 hours thinking about how the hell, what I'm going to do to her. Okay. Because she's going to face some kind of punishment. Number one. And number two, I brought you in this world. I could take you out. Is my motto. Damn it, I'm old school with it. But if 5 hours back home and I didn't say a word to her, I didn't ask no questions. I came to pick my 13-year-old daughter up 5 hours away from home, and now I got to drive 5 hours back. Where were you? What were you doing? How'd you get stranded? None of that. We just drove home in silence for 5. I don't believe that. I don't think there is a soul that has heard this story that believes that shit. Now, some of you guys, actually, some of you Jay-Z haters and deniers out there believe this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool because, like I said, the Jay-Z hate train has grown. The fan club has grown over the years for whatever reason. And I imagine that half of you came up in the Jay-Z era, but you just never liked Jay-Z in the first place. Or you're under the age of like 25, 24, so you just didn't live through it and you just don't know. Cool, got it. All I'm saying is with this story, this is a bunch of bullshit, and I stand by that. No Jay-Z slander will be tolerated on this channel. Again, like I said, man, if it comes out with some proof that shows that he did that shit, cool. I'll come on here and I'll tell you that, hey, I was wrong. Here's the proof. Here's the facts. It's what it is. But y'all, this is a bunch of bullshit, man, for real. That's why I just came to update y'all on that shit. You can check out everything else with the NBC News channel. And plenty of YouTubers by now have covered it. So I'm going to get the hell up out of here, man. God said that I got to go. I'll see y'all in the next video. You better pull up on me. Don't do it for me. Do it